everybody, welcome to Stout Advice. You know, I was thinking about the words personal development, and I actually posted something on my Facebook about that, and somebody actually replied about professional development. Well, let's kind of talk about the two. I believe personal development has to predicate professional development, because if you're not where you're supposed to be personally, if you're not growing and becoming the person you're put on this earth to be, all the other stuff doesn't really matter, right? I mean, you can say all the right things and look the right part and be professionally appropriate, but what protects that and what ultimately allows you to build a solid foundation is personal development. I look at my life, people ask me a common question every time I go speak, whether it's for big audiences or tiny crowds, whatever it may be. One of the most common questions I'm asked is, if you could give me one secret to your success, what would it be? And the answer is very simple. It's a commitment to personal development. When we're growing as a human being, we learn who we are, who we truly are. And I believe that personal development liberates the human being to reach their God-given potential in life, meaning it liberates you to be successful. Because personal development not only helps you grow, but it helps you understand where you're weak, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. And so I definitely want to encourage you to understand the architect of you should start with you. I mean, God obviously designed you and put you on this earth and whatnot, but the architect of where you go from there is you. And so I want to encourage you to read the right books, surround yourself with the right people, embrace constructive feedback. You know, one of Pastor John Hagee said one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard in his book, The 7 Habits. He said, people would rather be showered with praise that will kill them versus constructive feedback that will save them. Now, isn't that true? You know, I know for me, I've surrounded myself with some folks that I ask them, just hit me straight. If I'm off, tell me. As we're recording these Stout Advice little segments afterwards, I'll always ask, do we need to do it over? Where was I wrong, right? Don't tell me what I want to hear, tell me the truth. And it's so funny, when I first started doing that, when I first started seeking constructive feedback, I didn't want the honest answer. I wanted to hear the words, it's great, or you did a great job, or everything's wonderful. Well, all that's doing is setting you up for failure. Personal development embodies a lot of things, of which we'll discuss in Stout Advice, the book that I wrote, and on this website, and more. But I want to really make sure we understand a few simple action items just to kind of put it on the top of your mind. Action item number 1, what does personal development mean to you, and what are you doing to accomplish it? I told you what it means to me. Personal development liberates you to success, right? It's that foundation where everything else is built upon. Personal development, in my mind as well, equates to spiritual development. It's all the same thing in my mind. Second action item I want to encourage you with is ask somebody that you really trust, to kind of just hit you between the eyes and tell you what you need to work on, how you come across. A lot of times something we say may not come across how we intended it to say. I know I've been guilty of that. Well, when you're on a crash course test of self-improvement, personal development, self-awareness, right? You're going to be liberated in ways you never imagined. You're going to be open to whole new things that you didn't know exist. It's the classic saying, you don't know what you don't know. I hope those action items made sense. I pray that you'll be studious upon acting out on those action items in your life, because personal development will truly get you where you want to be, okay? Thanks for joining us, and God bless.